Did you ever curious why a lot of success companies have variety of product or business units? Take an example of Berkshire Hathaway. It has 5 major business units. First, insurance group. Second, utility and energy. Third, manufacturing, services and retailing. Fourth, finance and financial product. Revenue breakdown of each unit is: insurance group contribute 55% of total revenue, utility 18%, manufacturing 22%, and financial product is 5%. The reason of having many product lines is Mr. Warren Buffett, company's chairman, president, and CEO, saw an opportunity of buying a potential business when it was undervalued. By that, the other benefit is company can diversify a risk of the company. Now, the next question in your mind is, what is the risk? Risk can be defined as the chance that an investment's actual return will be different than the expected. This includes the possibility of losing some or all of the original investment. For simplicity, assume that you expect to receive $100 as a net income, but actually the net income is 90 negative 100 or $120. This is a risk. Therefore, the usefulness of having many product lines is when product A is underperformed and product B is outperformed the expectation, revenue of the company did not affect much. This is called diversification. But diversification has its drawback, because if you hold only product B, you will maximize your return. But because of diversification, meaning that you limited your upside potential.
Friends, I have a problem.
Why is wrong?
I'm broke. Why always fail?
Fail at what? Tell us.
I just received a gift from my dad of $1 million. And I lost it all.
What the? How did you lose it?
Someone told me that Kodak is a very good company to invest. So I invest all of my $1 million in Kodak. But it went bankrupt.
Well, that's a real bad luck and a bit stupid, my friend.
Yeah, couldn't agree. Yes, couldn't agree more.
What did I do wrong?
I can tell you what you have done wrong.
Wait, who are you?
Well, my name is Ice, a financial expert. Nice to meet you. Okay, let's start with, did you invest in only one company?
Yes.
That's very wrong. How could you do that?
Why?
Because when you make an investment, you will face 2 major sources of risk, which is systematic risk and unsystematic risk.
What are those?
Okay, let's begin with systematic risk. It is risk inherent to entire market or market segment, also known as undiversifiable risk or market risk. On the other hand, it is called unsystematic risk, which is a company or industry-specific risk that is inherent for each investment, and it can be reduced by the appropriate amount of diversification.
I have a question.
What is the question?
How can non-finance people understand those terms?
Well, let us explain to you in a very simple way.
Before we explain what all these definitions mean, let's start out with what is investment. In simplest explanation, it is when a person made a purchase of asset with the idea that the asset will provide more income in the future, or appreciate and can be sold at a higher price. Assets can be gold, properties, savings, apples, raw materials, and many, many more. So in this case, let's assume a girl named Anna has $100 and she believes that the price of rice per bag will increase in the near future. So she used this to purchase 10 bags of rice, cost $10 each. Luckily for Anna, the price of rice increases as she expects to $20 per bag. So she sells all the rice and received $200. This makes a net profit of $100. What Anna has done is called an investment. So the purpose of investment is to generate more money by putting your initial money into something. However, money never comes easy. Anna may be able to do this and always receive $100 profit for the rest of her life in a perfect world, but not in this real world. Why? This is because our world has what is called risk. As mentioned earlier, risk is a chance that an investment's actual return will be different than expected. This includes the possibility of losing some or all of the original investment. This means that Anna will not get the profit of $100 as she expected, or she may lose the entire amount of her initial investment and left with nothing. In finance, we define risk that is specific to a company as an unsystematic risk or diversifiable risk, while risk that will affect the entire market or market segment as systematic risk or undiversifiable risk. So take a look at this list. These are the 5 things we came up that could make Anna's investment turns upside down. We will see that fire, people don't like rice anymore, which can be viewed as a decrease in demand, and Anna got into an accident as diversifiable risk because it affects only the profits of Anna, while tornado and flood are undiversifiable risks because all of us got affected by them in certain ways. So to make an investment, it is necessary that we know how to reduce certain risks, which lead us to the concept of diversification.
To visualize the concept of diversification, let's look at this example. Once upon a time, there are 2 gardeners living in the same neighborhood, Mary and Sandy. These 2 ladies have their own farms, growing varieties of fruits, oranges, apples, grapes, and bananas. Every day, lots of customers come to their farms and purchase their fruits. This event has continued for many years. People keep purchasing fruit from their farms. The demand of each fruit is quite stable, and the prices are similar. However, according to their observations, both of them believe that the orange will hit the market in the near future. Mary has been thinking about this event to come. Therefore, she started to grow only oranges in her farm. However, her best friend, Sandy, decided to grow varieties of fruits in order to keep her farm diversified. Let's analyze these 2 ladies' decisions. As time passed, there will be 2 possible scenarios. For the first scenario, the demand for orange significantly increases as they have expected. This means that tons of people would come to buy oranges from their farms. Mary, who has been growing only oranges in preparation for this event, can sell all of her oranges without facing any stock out. On the other hand, Sandy can sell only parts of her fruit. Therefore, in the end, Mary would gain higher profit than Sandy. For the second scenario, the demand for orange did not increase as they have expected. And as a result, many of oranges remained unsold. Mary barely makes any profit, whereas Sandy can still sell other kinds of fruit and gain higher profit than Mary. This outcome is viewed as a result of unsystematic risk or specific risk that exists in the financial world.
So if I diversify my investment, I will not have to face any risk at all?
No!
In the real world, there are certain risks that cannot be diversified, which are systematic risks or non-diversifiable risk. Take the example with Mary and Sandy. Suppose that one day the tornado hit into town and all the fruits were destroyed. Therefore, no matter how much they intensely diversify their products, their farms are still affected by the tornado. This simple example can be compared to the real investment in the financial market. First, when Sally chooses to grow many kinds of fruits, this means that she has diversified her investment into growing varieties of fruits. The idea of diversification is to reduce the risk by holding baskets of investments which may behave differently in different market conditions. Some investment in your basket might experience gains, while others may be making losses. Applying this to the stock market, we can simply diversify our risk by investing into many stocks. Second, the demand drop can be viewed as the unsystematic risk. This type of risk would affect only a specific group of people and can be reduced by the diversification. If our portfolio is well diversified enough, this risk can be reduced to even zero. So, in financial market, unsystematic risk can be the failure of the management of a certain company or labor strike. So, if you hold many stocks, the price of one stock will drop due to this event, whereas the others would not. The diversification may help you mitigate that risk. However, it does not guarantee that if one investment goes up, another investment would go down. Third, the tornado can be viewed as systematic risk, which affect everyone in the market. The systematic risk or the market risk in the financial market can be economy entering recession or natural disaster. This risk cannot be reduced while diversification. Even if the investment was very well diversified, it still exports to the systematic risk.
Diversification is a free financing that reduces your risk. Even though diversification has its limit, it is always better to diversify than doing nothing.
So next time, when you make an investment, make sure that your portfolio is well diversified. Happy investing. Thank you for your listening. สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ